Great Balls of Fire is this Sunday, and we have a lot of matches to go over, so we'll go over them really quickly. Some of them have changed, some of them are new to the card, so we'll just go through them as quickly as possible. First off, Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. This is a match that has been building for a while. Cass has been attacked over the past few weeks. Enzo's been attacked. We didn't know what was going on eventually until Cass was the man that Cass was the guy that attacked Enzo. We learned that through a little bit of, some people have been calling it Graves TV, a little bit due to it being camera footage, black and white, like GTV style. So some people have been calling it Graves TV, which honestly I wouldn't mind seeing that happen, having Graves in that kind of role, as he's been with Kurt Angle during the personal things. We don't know what those are yet, but nonetheless, this match is going on, and I feel like it's weird. It's a weird situation because the split was going to happen eventually, but we didn't think it would be this soon. Maybe not as soon. You know, it's been a few years, so it's, if you count NXT, so it's, you know, it's okay, but it's there. You know, it's weird because on one hand, I'm like, well, you want to start Enzo's single career off good in a way, but this is probably the run Big Cass has needed for a while. Big Cass being a heel would be great for him, so I'm going to pick Big Cass just based on the potential money Cass couldn't make. Not saying that Enzo can't do the same, it's just that Enzo's single career is kind of iffy. You know, he could drop down to the cruiserweights. It would be weird for that to happen, but, you know, you need some fresh blood in there to make it entertaining and make it watchable. So that could happen. Next up, the Raw Tag Team titles in a 30-man Iron Man match. Cesaro and Sheamus defend against the Broken Hardys. For those who've never seen an Iron Man match before, in this case, since it's 30 minutes instead of the traditional 60, the team that has the most decisions, whether pinfall, submission, disqualification, count out, whatever it may be, the most decisions within that half hour will be the tag champions. And I feel like, as much as I would like the Broken Hardys to hold the titles, you need Cesaro and Sheamus' reign to be somewhat, what's the word? Not vilified, but somewhat validated. That's the word. Somewhat validated. And this would be the win to make it happen. Of course, these two faced off on Raw in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It became a draw due to a double count in the final fall. So the Iron Man match will negate that possibly, especially if it'll go to overtime. If it does that, then Cesaro and Sheamus probably might retain. We don't know that for sure, though. Next up, the Intercontinental title, Miz against Dean Ambrose. Miz defended the title on Raw against Heath Slater, and Angle made the match. Miz versus Ambrose. We had the horrible ball segment, which we got to last time, but, you know, it is what it is. And I feel like Miz will retain. It's very simple here, because Miz, you know, needs to keep this Intercontinental title relevant and actually be defending it, unlike Ambrose, who was doing it maybe on the pay-per-views, maybe on a Raw every once in a while, but, you know, that's a thing there. The Cruiserweight Championship has been moved to the kickoff. Again, Neville defends against Zawa. You know, on one hand, Neville could hold the title again for a while, but Zawa, this would be a great launching point for him, so I'm going to pick Zawa. And finally, the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, defends against Sasha Banks. I think we talked about this. We did, but I'll go for it anyway. Banks won a gauntlet match, which Nia Jax ran the entire table until Banks came in. Banks won, and then we have this match. So I feel like, again, it's more of a Cesaro and Sheamus situation where Banks should win the title, but you need to validate Bliss's reign, so you're going to have her hold the belt for a while. And with that, Great Balls of Fire this Sunday, and thankfully, this is probably the last time we'll ever have to say the words Great Balls of Fire in WWE. You never know, could happen on Raw, but we don't know that for sure.